Hello everybody, how are you doing today? This is Kenny Stahl. Welcome back to another video on this channel. I apologize for not uploading a lot of videos recently. I've been struggling with my confidence in myself to upload good videos, so I also need more suggestions. So if you want to leave those suggestions for ideas, topics for me to talk about, let me know what you think in the comments. So today I want to talk to you guys about this thing that I got inspired to talk about right now. Basically, I just kind of heard someone talk about this on a podcast, and I thought that it would be interesting to take this somewhere else. So the idea is that there are many awful things that people do, just terrible behavior, just shitty behavior that people have, like being an asshole to people, being mean, rude, like, you know, nobody likes somebody who is just rude to people all the time. There are people out there like that. There are people that are struggling with their personal lives to get themselves together because of laziness, because of just not being a responsible person. And what I've noticed is that it is much, much easier for an individual person to psychologically justify their own shitty behavior. So, for instance, for me, I struggle with like not ever getting anything done, not being productive because I procrastinate. I say I'll do that thing tomorrow or next week or whatever, and then I never do it. So what I do to justify my own behavior is I say, oh, those things that I wanted, that I said I was going to do, they don't even matter to me. Like, let's just forget about them. They weren't important. But they were important. I really did care about them. So losing out on getting that done, it's a big deal for me, and I feel like my life sucks because I'm not very productive. So what we do sometimes is we can justify our actions. We can justify our lack of getting stuff done. We can justify our treatment of others. There's a case to be made that there's nothing wrong with murdering people. And that's an extreme example. But if you think about it, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole necessarily, but you can justify almost any shitty action or shitty behavior. You can't necessarily make a good case for it on a societal level, but if you are the one going out there being a psychopath, killing people on the streets, it's so much harder to look inward and say, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, should I care about other people? It's so much easier to just say, I guess this is what I'm doing, like, who cares, like, I'm doing it. So that's kind of the thing, is that we have this built in us to automatically justify whatever we're doing. So basically, whatever it is that you do in your life, the good things, the bad things, I mean, think about it, there's so many unhealthy things that people do. Addictions to drugs, smoking, excessive amounts of playing video games, I guess, is probably something where it's like, hey, maybe you think that maybe you should cut down on it a little bit. Unhealthy things like overeating, eating a lot of junk food. That's my problem. Like, I constantly just shove unhealthy foods in my face, and it's not good for my health. But do I take responsibility and stop eating that way? No. I just say, okay, I guess it's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I justify my own shitty, unhealthy behavior because it's so much easier to do that than to change what I'm doing. So this is just something that I wanted you to think about. This is something that I wanted to talk to you about, because what I know that I'm searching for, and I know many people are searching for, is a way to improve the quality of life, a way to make yourself a better person so that you can be successful, and so that you can find the right moral way to live your life. Treating people good, being fair, being honest, stuff like that. Like being honest, like, that's another thing that we can talk about. It's so much easier to just not tell the truth, to lie, to manipulate people, to do all sorts of stuff, and I would argue that stuff is kind of shitty to do. There are serious consequences to a lot of these things, and That's where, we, as individual people, we have to look at ourselves. We have to decide what's right and what's wrong. And it's so much easier to just throw our moral compass, or it's just so much easier to throw our values, I guess, out the window and say, since I'm not acting in accordance with my highest ideal way of living, I guess that means that the way I am living right now, there's nothing wrong with it. And that's kind of the thoughts that lead up to someone just justifying everything they do. And on one level, like, there's an argument to be made that there's no point to life, that none of this matters, so why not just act however you want to act? But at the end of the day, there are consequences to everything that you do. And if you're not willing to take responsibility and deal with those consequences, then you're gonna have to face those things. And so just do. So we're playing this game in life to figure out what works, what's best to do, and it's so much easier sometimes to just justify our own shitty behavior instead of saying, let me take action and responsibility for my actions, I guess, and change what I'm doing. Right? It's so much easier to like blame other people or to blame the world for all your problems. Looking inward, that's where it all starts, right? Focus on what you can do to change instead of focusing on justifying not changing. I guess that's my point, right? Is that good? Do you guys understand? I hope that you guys understand. Please let me know if you understand this video, and if you have anything to add to this. Hopefully, this conversation was worth it. I don't even know. Like, this is just a random idea I had for a video, so let me know what you think about it, and then, yes, also give me suggestions for future videos. Thank you, everybody, for just supporting me. I haven't been really sure what to talk about in these videos, so give me some ideas, and just keep on supporting me by sharing videos. Many of you guys have donated to this channel, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done, sharing my videos and stuff like that. So that's the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Hopefully it's not going to take as long. So love you guys. Take care. Goodbye.